All right, so how much do we want to go into the next one?
Well, I guess I'll start by saying going to see another type of counselor, I guess. You know, trained, certified, licensed, counselor. So, they have a lot of training and a lot of experience with other people and their issues, trying to work through some of these things. And that's part of, I need to clean up my shit, stuff that should have been dealt with before high school, grade school. I don't know when that stuff was supposed to be dealt with, but it wasn't. So now, it really impacts my marriage. I can't communicate about things. So I need to clean up my shit that was supposed to be dealt with a long time ago when a time was more convenient or, fluid. Much harder to deal with that stuff now, but it needs to get done, and so I'm dealing with it. And it's been amazing. Like 2 sessions has been quite interesting. Okay, so one of the techniques that the counselor uses is the wheel of consent. Who would have figured, right? It kind of looks like it's coming pretty strong for me the last few months. Not something that I suggested, but it's one of their tools, one of the first tools that they use to help define and clarify communications. And having a little bit of experience, including with my wife, trying that a little bit, all for, a minute or 2 minutes, it might have been tops. And that response, as well as a response with a yoga partner, I can really see where my communication skills are very lacking, and all these unresolved issues that have turned into triggers kind of just derails any communication that I try, or even my wife tries. She just tries to say what she's feeling, and it just triggers the hell out of me, right? I'll be glad when I get some of these things resolved. Back to the point. One of the first things we did was wheel of consent with the counselor. And when lots of fear, just lots of fear. And what it turned into, after some dialogue and some work on this, is a worthiness, just not worthy to be wanted or loved. It's like, where the hell does that come from? I don't know. It comes from somewhere, and it's background and foreground programming in me. And what has come, what I've been led to awareness of through the Wheel of Consent protocol, what's called protocol, is that I self-sabotage, I self-compromise myself to zero. This is really what I want, whether it's right or wrong or whatever. This is what I'm feeling right now. This is what I want to say. I want to ask for this. And that protocol allows me to articulate that very rough, crude, because I have no communication skills for that. And then there's this wonderful dialogue that comes back and forth, clarifying questions, options. What was it that how do you want this to start? What is the next step? What do you want to do? It's like, I guess I just expected that, I have this vision in my head of what it is I want, but I guess I somehow never shared that with the other person. Like they're like clueless. Like how would they even know to say yes to something like ambiguous? I want something to drink. Well, like, what do you want to drink? You want coffee? You want tea? Water? It's like, so it has been a very big awareness that I don't know how to clarify what it is I want and articulate it. And because of all the rejection, because I can't do that, then I just say, well, they're going to say no anyways. Well, I'll ask for this. Well, they're going to say no for that. Well, maybe I'll just ask for this. No, I'll say that. They'll say no, that's that. And like just self-sabotage. Yeah, it was very insightful. I was very, very moved at the insights that I was provided, just with the first 2 sessions. All right, so what comes up to also share about those sessions, the insights, not necessarily the details that went on, but the insights. So I asked for what it is I wanted. Specifics probably aren't that relevant right now, so we won't go into that. Knowing that the counselor already said that what I wanted was off the table, it was not possible. But we both agreed that it's a trigger for me and I need to be able to ask what it is I really want without self-compromising. It's the other person's job to review it, clarify yes, no, or boundaries, or however that works. So it finally got, options. It was wonderful having a communication. It's like, I never learned this. But it got to the point of one of the options was a yes. The counselor said, that's doable. And we worked through it. Had to go very slowly. Lots of triggers, lots of fears, teeth chattering, quivering. I guess I didn't cry, but lots of emotions, muscles tensing up. Just simple things, interactions. And at one point, I said to the counselor, I said, why would you do that for me? Like, I asked you to do this, and you did it. Why would you do that for me? It's like, I don't feel worthy to have someone do something nice for me. And she said, oh, like, that's really a question for me. You're just not like talking out loud like I did a lot that session. Just a lot of things coming up. But anyways, she said, one of the big things was, because it's something that you really want and it will really help you. And I want to help you. So I want to do something that you really need that would help you. It's like, whoa, someone like cares about me and wants to help me. That was like so insanely unfamiliar. It's like, is that possible? Like, I check in, I go, yeah, I do that to other people. Like, other people want something and need something done. I'm more than willing, happy. It's like part of my service for my soul is to help other people. But I guess I never allowed that part back in. So, huge stuff for me, All right, enough of that one.
whether this stuff makes a cut or not, I don't know, but there's been so much going through, it just needs to have a voice, so we're going to give it the voice and see where the universe puts it. So, what's become like very clear is that I might have a desire, I may stop the self-compromising and ask for that desire. May I, whatever it is that I want, but it is just that, it's just like may I have a glass of water, or may I have something to drink? It's like, well, there's more to it. Like, I don't know why I never saw that. So when I work with my wife, and I tried to communicate with her, I would like this. It's like, man, no wonder she says no. It's like so vague, ambiguous. It's like, you know, how do you even like breach that topic to get clarification? So I think there's a lot of work that I need to do, and I'm grateful I have seen this and I can work on this. I've have this opportunity to do this, so yeah, those are been a pretty interesting couple of months, actually. A lot of stuff's been going on. Good stuff.